Hey everybody, what's going on? Froggy Stonks here. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only, not a financial advisor. Just giving you my opinions on the AMC APE play and how I am playing it. I just wanted to come on real quick and discuss potential breakout points that we're getting ready to see. APE and AMC are in a massive falling wedge. AMC's been having a falling wedge since the June run up where we hit 72. We have finally just broken out of that wedge today, which is really bullish. It could retrace back down in, but up to the 14th, which is the conversion date, the 2-year falling wedge is converging on the 14th, the day that APE is going to convert. It's very good timing for all this to happen. It seems like the Allegheny lawsuit news buzz is starting to calm down a little bit. I'm sure by next week we're not going to hear too much more on it until we see filings in the courthouse at Chancery in Delaware on site with an actual court date and a docket to tell us what's going on, what's on the schedule. Anyways, AMC, massive 2-year falling wedge, super bullish week we just had. It could be that we retrace back down into this wedge and then we convert and have a breakout and we fly out of the wedge. APE also having a pretty good day today, taking a little bit of recovery back from the dip yesterday on the bad news, which was triggered by the Allegheny lawsuit, getting ready to sue some of the board members at AMC, including Adam Aaron. I think it was a massive overreaction to news that was not as big as it seems. It's not as big as it, yeah, Ali and Gahaney. It's not as big as it seems, you guys. It was just an e-filing. Right now, there is literally no court date. There is no court docket. There is nothing out there yet, which I will post as soon as I find it, and then we'll start getting a time frame. But I believe there are people out there, and I think Lou said that there's a 45-day response period. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but AMC does have a period of time that they get to respond. I do not think this is going to affect the conversion or the reverse split up to the 14th. That is why I'm still bullish. APE is also in a falling wedge since its big run up to 330. Technically, if you zoom out, to me, all we're doing is just gap filling. I'm not confident now that we're going to come down to the $1.95 level. I really don't see us coming back down to there personally. We are in a bit of a falling wedge, I guess you could say. But basically, people sold off. We gapped down. We're gap filling here. We had a very bullish day today, and we're getting closer and closer to the March 14th conversion date. Don't forget that yesterday was the 13th day that AMC was on the NYSE threshold list, which means those FTDs have to be covered and closed out. Now, does that mean anything? I don't know. They can do buy limit stop order spoofing and clear those FTDs, and we'll never see a dime of it. And blah, blah, blah. We've seen it the whole time. But I do think things look very bullish. AMC trying to break out of the falling wedge. APE having a bit of a recovery day after some really bad news that shook the community came out. We had massive volatility. We were up 247, tanked. Very good buy points down here, in my opinion. Oh, come on, let me change the arrow. I hate when the lines swap between the time frames. But 211, good buy point. 212, good buy point. End of the day today, they're trying to knock it back down a little bit. There's still time before the conversion takes place. So if we zoom out, I've got marked in red or burgundy here, March 14th. We've got at least 13 business days to go. I think everything looks extremely bullish. I'm loving APE. I still stand by my thesis on APE is actually the FOMO play right now. If there was an event where retail FOMO'd into APE right before, or even not retail, institutions, if institutions FOMO'd into APE right before the conversion, APE's going to go through the roof. AMC could possibly get pushed up because of it. And then they convert, and then they have the cheaper shares to cover AMC post-conversion, post-reverse split. Because now their cost average on the APE shares that converted is way less than anything they would have with AMC. That's why people right now buying $6, $7 shares of AMC blow my mind, because you're immediately going to be put into a $60, $70 cost average post-reverse split but the stock is going to not be $60, $70. It's going to be like 30 to 40. And then hopefully we see short covering. I'm loaded all the way on APE. My cost average going forward is going to be like $21. I've averaged up, I've sold, I've took a lot of profit, but I've increased the number of shares I have significantly by buying and selling. It's pronounced Allegheny. Allegheny. Okay, I'll remember that, guys. Allegheny. But I've loaded up on so many more shares for free by buying and selling at the highs and lows, and people are criticizing me for it, and I'm like, you guys are ridiculous. I've got over 14,000 shares of APE. Some of them are free. And then my new cost average post reverse split conversion is going to be like $21, right? But the stock's going to be trading $30, $40 after the conversion, dilution factor, and everything in the 10-to-1 reverse split. Now, if I'm sitting there and shorts start covering post conversion, say the gap doesn't close and we're not sitting 6 and 6. If we're 6 and 6 or 7 and 7, I'm going to sell before the conversion. That's too much money to leave on the table for chance. But if we're 250 and AMC 710 or something like that, I'm going to let it convert, and then I'm going to watch very closely for any short covering to start and AMC to start climbing, say from $40 to $55 to $67 to $72, and then I'm going to watch very close at $72 if we have any more pressure to push us to the upside. I will say right now, do not forget that $100 AMC post reverse split is really only $10 pre-split. So I'm really excited. Yeah, I was having fun just trying to guess the name. You guys got to be all serious and everything. But I will pronounce it correctly according to Steelers rule. Allegheny. I personally could care less what they're called. The lawsuit was dropped on the 20th, e-filed. Very poor timing on their lawyer's part, because I believe the Delaware court system is going to come out and go, what were you doing for the past 6 months? Now, Adam Aaron does deserve, in my opinion, to be investigated for some of the actions that have taken place. Some of the statements he has made is an outright lie. Like, he said that he didn't have retail votes for a dilution of AMC, but then he admitted that he took it off the table himself. There's something going on there. Now, do I care enough to go after Adam Aaron? Not freaking really, man. I just want APE to convert. I want everybody to get a nice run on AMC. I want people who are realistic be able to correct their bags, come out of this play with a little bit of money, or at least break even positive. But I will absolutely not stand for these people screaming, buy AMC at $7 to $10 before a 10-to-1 reverse splits come in. They're out of their effing minds. They're out of their minds. If you buy AMC at $7 right now, your cost average will be $70. If you buy APE, 100 APE is going to give you 10 shares of AMC. If you buy 100 APE at $250, your cost average on those shares of AMC is going to be $25. It blows my freaking mind. Why would I buy 10 APEs instead of 1 AMC? Does this mean I have to buy? No. Everything's getting reverse split 10-to-1. So the amount of AMC you have, you're going to divide it by 10, but you're going to multiply your cost average by 10. Now, every 100 APE is going to give you 10 AMC, but you're buying them at $250 instead of $7. And then when they convert up into AMC, you're going to gain at least 30 to 40% at current prices right now because of the arbitrage gap. You really got to stop and think about it, guys. I'm going to have after this is all done, I'm going to have over 1,400 shares of AMC brand new, and my cost average is going to be $21. AMC will be sitting at $35 to $40 post conversion. That means any legacy AMC that you take over, say you bought some at $6, that AMC is going to be a $60 cost average, right? So you're going to, every one share of AMC you have is going to be multiplied by 10. That's what's going on. You're going to have less shares of AMC, but your cost average is going to go, it's going to be an absolute nightmare, man. Anybody owning legacy AMC going into the reverse split, your cost averages are going to go through the freaking roof. It's going to be dumb. So in that, I'm fully loaded on APE. I have AMC call options. that were printing today. I bought $5 AMC calls out to 2024, March 15th. They started printing today, which means they were gaining value in the green. Not they're in the money, but they're also printing. So it's well, I guess they're in the money. Either way, the Greeks, even when an option is in the money, sometimes the Greeks will make it so that you're still at a loss. So I am printing. It's absolutely amazing. So who covers the arbitrage gap? I'll tell you who covers the arbitrage gap. The legacy AMC shareholders that do not get rid of their AMC shares before the conversion, you're going to lose value in your old AMC, and it's going to come into the new APE shares being converted. The buy and hodl AMC people going through reverse split with their legacy shares are going to lose value, and the new APE shareholders that are getting converted into new AMC shares are going to gain that value. That is exactly what's going to happen. And I don't know how people don't get it yet. I've covered it so many times. I appreciate the questions, and I'm not going after you guys in the questions. But either way, here's my point. APE coming to a pinch point on I'd say it's a falling wedge. But after a really bullish run with some pullback and some gap fills, I think we're going to continue to come to this point here on Friday. We're going to have a little bit of a breakout. We're going to try to reclaim this 236, 243 range, maybe even in between somewhere. And we're going to kind of come through and pop back up. I'm really hoping for a breakout to get back up to this upper trend line that we were riding for so long. I would love that. If we can get back up to this upper trend line before the 14th, then we could see another push to 336 before the conversion, meaning APE could technically be around $9. Or AMC could be around $9. That would be amazing. So that's what I got for you today. I'm still very bullish on APE. I'm bullish on my AMC calls. The lawsuit news is going to kind of fizzle out over the next couple weeks. We got earnings Feb 28th. I'm going to stream it live. I'll be on Twitter and on YouTube Live. Please like, sub, share. Make sure you turn your notifications off and turn them back on, because for some reason people are having trouble getting notifications of my videos. And the more you share them, the more we get this word out. I'm telling you, there's going to be some type of APE FOMO right before we convert. Institutions are going to try to pile in, or retail is going to try to pile in. I really believe that's going to happen, because if there's a FOMO event on APE and APE tries to run to $5, it's going to push AMC up $10, $11, $12. It's going to push it because they're operating at like I would say a 70, 30, 40, 60 split ratio. They were supposed to be 50-50. I would say 70-30. But if APE increases, we always seem to see AMC kind of follow up with it, or vice versa. So there we are. Market's closed. We got APE closing above the opening mark, which is really, really good. I really like that. That's bullish. Even though, we saw AMC up like 8-9% today, it reclaimed it to the downside. Opened just a little below, or closed just a little below opening, but still looks really bullish because we did break out of this bull flag to the upside. It's going to be suppressed as much as possible up to the last couple days, because they're trying to keep retail worrying for the next 14 days. They want us to be stressed out, worried, what's going to happen? Oh no, a lawsuit came in. Oh, get rid of your APE. Everybody's panicking over this lawsuit. It's nothing to panic about. So that's all I got for you guys today. May jump back on tomorrow if there's any good news. Wanted to share my thoughts. Please like and sub. Please go share the video that is posted to my main YouTube channel, the one where you open it up and it's the first video that plays. Please share that. That's a really good video. I appreciate you guys very much. Let's see, a couple more things. Threshold is a joke. Yeah, it kind of is. It really is. They can just buy limit order, spoof it with options. David DeGray or DTRO goes permanent and APE goes away and AMC half of MOS. I doubt it. I highly doubt that. I don't believe APE is going to go away. I believe what's going to happen is APE's going to convert into AMC like Adam Aaron planned. I think it's an unstoppable train at this point. And a lot of people in the retail community are voting yes for it. All the institutions are pretty much voting yes for it that are long APE and short AMC. And then I believe after the conversion, you're going to see shorts cover AMC at that lower value because of the 10-to-1 reverse split with cheaper shares that they bought of APE that are their new AMCs. pension fund doesn't file in a Fed court for no reason. You're just speculating, David. They e-filed and it hasn't even been accepted yet. There's a response period. There's all kinds of stuff going on that you can't just say, oh, they're going to win just because they filed. They haven't even got the confirmation that their filing is actually accurate to the processes in the Chancery Court yet. So you can believe what you want, but I personally believe that this is on track. It's going to pass. Adam Aaron will probably announce it February 28th. I think the lawsuit that I read was actually very poorly written, immaturely written. There's a lot of good data in there. I don't disagree with it, but it looks like one of us wrote it. I'm just going to say, it looks like an ape went in there and just logged everything we've been saying on Twitter for 8 months. And the Delaware court is not just going to come out and say, hey, we're going to cancel this right now because Adam Aaron failed his fiduciary responsibilities, when Adam Aaron is responsible for the half of the retail investors or 3/4 of the retail investors that actually want APE to convert. So his fiduciary responsibility is to both sides of the plate. Now, Allegheny, right? They could have dumped their AMC and bought APE 6 months ago. They could have bought it when it was 66 cents. They could have done all that. They could have filed 4 months ago before a big corporate event. No, they filed right before a massive corporate event, trying to upset the flow of what's about to happen, and it's not good for a lot of investors. Now, if you're a AMC only MOAS type person, I hate to break it to you, I don't believe that's going to happen anymore. I think AMC is extremely manipulated by regulators. I think this conversion is the best thing that could have happened for retail investors. If you listened and played the arbitrage correctly, you could have already fixed your bags. I've already fixed my bags and went positive. I am now playing for big gains on APE arbitrage and some short covering afterwards. David, I don't disagree with you that Adam Aaron needs to be investigated at all. Don't take it that way. But I do not like the way this lawsuit was e-filed. I don't like how it was dictated. You got to look at the practices and procedures in the Chancery Court system and understand that they still have a period where this is under review for accuracy. This could get kicked back and not even assigned a court case and say, no, you did all this wrong, you got to rewrite it. And I'll tell you right now, they put too many exhibits in the filing, and there is a process in the Chancery Court system that covers submitting exhibits, and I think they did it wrong from what I could tell. Anyways, you guys have a great day. I'm going to go kick rocks. We got a big snowstorm coming in Albuquerque. Please go check out the video on my main page. Like, sub, share it. Really appreciate you guys. I will be back on if there's any big developments to let y'all know what I think about it, my personal opinion. Again, nothing is financial advice. This is just my play, how I'm playing it, that I'm sharing with you guys.